masters.
Yes.
Mocked them.
Yes.
And Pharaoh made it harder for them. Every time they thought and every time they envisioned God bringing them out, Pharaoh would mock them. So I tell you what, now I'm demanding that y'all make bricks without any straw. Some of you that know the Old Testament, you know where I'm coming from. But he made it harder for them only because they declared God's righteousness. They declared God's my healer. They declared God's my deliverer. Let me tell you something, church folk. When you open your mouth and declare God's righteousness, when you open your mouth and declare what God is about to do, the enemy's getting upset. He's going to launch even more attacks. But the reason he does it is because the devil knows that if you can declare it out of your mouth, things begin to happen. You see, it's not until you speak it that the process begins. So the devil gets mad. He's not mad because of where you live. He's not mad because of what you're driving. He's not mad because of your credit score. He's upset because you've learned to look beyond all these natural things and still declare that I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm the head and not the tail. I'm not my past, I'm not my mama, I'm not my daddy, but I am who God says I am. I am who God says I am. Shout glory. They got upset. Finally, Pharaoh decided, I'm going to let them go. But after he freed them, Pharaoh changed his mind and he went after them. And when he went after them, Johnson, they started complaining again. Said, here we are, Moses. You done brought us out here. We were free. You done brought us out here to die in the wilderness. You should have left us back in Egypt. And at least when we died, we would have been buried decently. Now you done brought us here out of nowhere. And Pharaoh behind us. The Red Sea in front of us. But Moses stood up and he told the people of God, stand still. For the enemy that you see this day, after this day, you won't see them anymore. He didn't say it because God told him that he was going to open the Red Sea. He didn't say it because he knew where he was going. But he spoke and declared God's word, not knowing how God was going to do it. All I know is that somehow between now and then, God is going to make a way. Shout glory. And here they are. God has freed you from your past. God has freed you from your past. But every time you take 3 steps forward, the devil, Beasley, knock you 2 steps backwards. You try to change your circle of friends. You try to change and get involved with church folk. And then the church folk start acting like the sinner folk. Like you're not good enough. Like you don't belong with them. You try to smile and be happy. But you find yourself resorting back to your old way of living. You try to make a living for yourself. Try to make a living for your family. Try to support the ministry. Try to be faithful in tithing. Try to move forward. But every time some of us move forward, something got a hold of us. Something won't let us go. Somebody know what I'm talking about. You're in a circle of people. Everybody's smiling. But you feel like you're by yourself. Because it's something that's holding you to your past. Somebody know what I'm talking about. You feel stuck. Stuck where I am. Stuck last year. You thought maybe if I can move to another city and get a fresh start, maybe if I could get married and get a husband, maybe another church, nothing's working, nothing's prospering, nothing's growing. But the Holy Ghost said, you've already been set free. For whom the Son sets free is free indeed. I gotta close, but I want to tell you one story. I got some folk in my close circle of friends. They've been incarcerated, and I asked them, I said, tell me, brother, what is the process between the time you go to court and the judge declares that you've been set free? They said, well, when I go, if I'm already in prison, when I go to court and the judge declares I've been set free, I gotta go back to my holding cell. They gotta process the paperwork. They gotta process my release papers. And sometimes it can take anywhere from 3 to 7 hours. I'm stuck in jail, but I've been set free. I got on the same clothes, but I've been set free. I want to tell somebody here today, the Holy Ghost has already set you free. You're already been set free. Don't look at what you got on. Don't look at where you are. God has set you free. Shout glory. Your mama don't know it because you're still in jail. Your friends don't know it because you ain't come home yet. But all I know is what they don't know. That's why I can dance when you expect me to be crying. That's why I can rejoice when you call me my past. Because you don't know like I know. I'm already been set free. You see the old man, but I'm already been set free. Shout glory. While incarcerated, depending on Tanya Baker, how long you've been locked up, in your mind, you lose something. You lose your social skills because you've been incarcerated. You've been in prison. You were locked up in 1997. Things have changed since then. Styles have changed. Cars have changed. Presidents have changed. So when you come out, you've lost something. You've lost your self-identity. You've lost your respect. You've lost your self-confidence. My whole life has been turned upside down. And life as I knew it then. You remember when you were free, when you didn't have all these shackles holding you. Life as I remembered it then has totally changed. I have a new record. I've taken on a prison mentality. The longer you stay in locked up, then you begin to take on the mindset of somebody in prison. I don't hear nobody talking to me. You've taken on the prison mentality. But the Lord said in the book of Exodus, the 14th chapter, he said the enemy that you see this day, after today, you won't see it no more forever. Look at somebody and tell them this day is the first day